What is up? This is Dragon Slayer, and I am streaming live on Twitch. Welcome to our daily grind. I'm playing The Witcher Tree Wild Hunt. This is a Death March playthrough. Right, just a couple notes. In the last video, had a disconnect, so it's actually two videos, unfortunately. Racing the sun here. So in one video there's an introduction but no outro, and in the other video I realized that it was likely split in two. I saw the disconnect happen, and there was an intro and an outro, but the outro was inaccurate. So if you're following along on YouTube, now you know. No confusion now. Alright. And again, I am broadcasting on Twitch, but I do put the videos up on YouTube for archiving purposes. Right, so last time we knocked out the first couple quests, or the sub-quests for the Ugly Baby main quest, right? And we're going to finish up the Ugly Baby main quest and get to the, I'm not sure if it's called the Battle of Kaer Morhen, but that's essentially what it is. We're going to be defending Kaer Morhen here fairly soon. We've got to finish up the Ugly Baby quest before we can get to that and reveal who is hiding in the form of the Ugly Baby, Uma. Right, so heading back into Kaer Morhen. There's Ugly right now.
Splendid. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Esco, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion.
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's
Shitty
like a
lighting.
fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself. Or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Now, if you're...
Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
Where'd you go while you were away, Eskel?
Aldersburg. Hunted a higher vampire.
Oh ho ho. Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My client threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
Alright. Before the dialogue brutally interrupted me, I was going to say, in this part, if you are romancing Yen, it's an opportunity to sleep with her after this bit of dialogue, if I recall correctly. But we are not romancing Yen, and we're not going to do that, so at least try to avoid it. I assume there's dialogue for avoiding that.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before you set off in search of Caridin?
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's were the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant. Just a fat forest troll. And a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the roads safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Pragmatic as ever.
You could stand to show some of Lambert's expediency. Set ideals like justice for trolls aside, keep yourself out of poverty instead.
Knew the sorceress would see it my way.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
Triss is managing all right.
How are those scars she got at Sodden? Still there?
Shouldn't
Lambert.
Triss be here?
Not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, What do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You'll fucking what?
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay out long. Tomorrow's an important day.
In other words, no nookie. There it is.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Frank.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight.
I could
Close
be
enough.
remembering incorrectly.
Bottoms up.
It's entirely possible that there was no nookie involved either way. I can't remember. And I don't have video, so. But I'm pretty sure if you are romancing Yen, that's a point in time where you kind of escape and get some lovin's. But since we're not romancing Yen, no chance of that. Oh, how about a round of cards? Yes.
How about a round of cards?
Why not? Playing for coin though, right?
Yeah, unless you'd rather play strip Gwent.
Maybe I'd finally come to understand what women see in you.
Compare your trouser snakes later. Pouch is on the table. What's with him?
Don't worry about it. Let's play.
All right. Not sure if I get to win a card here or not. Forget. I don't remember playing Gwent last time. Alright. Doesn't look too shabby. Probably one too many damn weather cards here. So, not a great hand. probably deal without having any weather cards. I give up a weather card for a spy card. Don't have any of those. I really don't have a whole lot of unit cards. Having 4, it's better to have like 7 unit cards, so let's see if we can get rid of this. Oh, hero card. Right? Alright, this seems a little more reasonable. There's a spy card. We're gonna leave it. Bring it back with this card. Push the advantage here. See if we can get him to quit. Concede. There it is. Conceded. Alright. So now we can take that card. In fact, we can play it now without having to worry about this guy taking it like I just did. Now, if he has a card like this, he'll still be able to get it out of his discard, but I mean, fair enough, right? Safer to play it after the opponent's passed. Garbage. But I guess good enough, right? Okay. Still ahead of me in terms of cards, though. Well ahead of me. There we go, even it up a little bit. Keep that Scorch card in play. Get rid of 2 of his cards right now. Might be a good time to play it, or it might not be. We'll see. We'll risk it, roll the dice. See if he's got a Scorch card. Bring it out. Alright, fair enough. Let's see if he goes for the bait here. think this guy's screwed. Oh, well, that's just too bad. What you got? He's got 3 cards left. 2 cards. Just added 2. Bring back Kira Metz. I mean, who doesn't like Kira Metz, right? Alright, you got 2 cards. 54 points to 11. 54 points to 13. Oh, owned him. He didn't have a very good hand. Thoroughly destroyed that guy. 2 rounds. Perfect victory.
Good game, Geralt. Especially that move with the...
Eskel, he doesn't need any praise, just pour.
Got the Triss Marigold card.
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yoko fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down, so he tried it on his own with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
You can breathe easy. Yen and I are not a couple, and we won't ever be one.
Ah. Explains why the Sorceress Superior was so damn silky.
Lambert, drop it. Sorry, Geralt, that was insensitive. We didn't know. You wanna talk about it?
No. I want a drink.
Doable.
Drink.
Definitely doable. Colder and up an ice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
Gotta say, I'm pretty warm.
He's always been a wuss about the cold. Remember winter 15 years ago, when the snow stayed around until Bellatane?
Mm-hmm. Lambert sat by the fire, wrapped in a blanket. Cussed copiously every time it started to snow.
Hello, youngins. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good man, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels. Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. Because without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cat.
Alright, so do we have some drunken shenanigans or do we go to sleep? Shenanigans it is.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, There's this game, student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs a shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus.
I don't know if
How
Geralt's ever
about
slept with
that?
a succubus.
Expected Geralt might have, but you? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers. Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
Think Papa Vesemir would have drank that round too.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it. He was a friend. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, you're a true friend.
Right. Man, let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
Already went to get food.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
Lambert, bud, gotta tell you something.
Yeah?
Sometimes you're a real jackass, but I love you, brother.
And sometimes you're a real blowhard. But damn it, I'd go to hell and back for you. Come here, you oaf.
Oh.
Damn. Broke.
Good thing it was empty. Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vesemir.
Marion, take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off?
Where's that whippersnapper
He could
wander off?
be beleaguered. I wager. Come, men, to the rescue. Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel! Spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Get down to see that?
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked.
Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel! Eskel, chop, chop.
Suppose we should get a save here when we have the opportunity. First rule. So I'm starting to compile a list of rules here now. I'm up to 4.
Eskel!
And I've actually already edited 1.
Eskel, chop,
First
chop.
rule of RPGs, save often. Second rule, exploration is key.
Eskel!
Third rule,
Eskel!
violence of action. Don't toy with your opponents. Rule number 4, and this is the newest one,
Eskel, you drunk!
have a
Get
plan.
out here.
Right? And this goes back to using correct tactics against your enemies.
Esco, chop chop.
A lot of times you can hack and slash your way through this game, especially on normal difficulty, right? But sometimes you need to take a different approach.
Esco!
It's important to have a plan for each combat.
Esco. Esco, chop chop.
Now, of course, it's been said no plan survives first contact, and that's true.
Esco.
But some tactics are more effective than others.
Esco! Hey,
Oh, let's get
hear
closer.
that?
Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it. We missed a fight.
Esco's close. Think he hurt himself.
What's one scar, more or less, in his case? Makes no difference.
Makes no difference. I mean, have you seen his face?
Hey, look. There he is.
With his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Esco. Wake up.
What? What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. Three of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. Oh, we don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Lambert, you're a genius.
Of course I am. So, we inviting the lodge to our bash?
Fuck yeah! Summon the bitches!
This is me about 3 o'clock in the morning.
How's this work?
Well, twist here or turn there, and you gotta say something in Elvish.
Easy peasy, let's do it.
Hey, hang on. When this Ida sees us, we'll scare her off. I mean, we don't look anything like sorceresses.
I know. Yennefer's clothes. Let's dress up. Bags are over there.
What's this thing you got for dressing up?
Shut it, wise ass, or I'll lace your corset up so tight you'll shit in your bloomers.
Stop whining, Eskel. Times you gotta squeeze into some
Frippery.
Frippery?
We don't tell a soul, understand? This stays here.
Sure brought a lot of crap. You'd think she was moving in.
Shh. You'll scare Geralt.
Yes, perfect. Like it was made for you.
Sure. Soon as I let it out a bit in the waist.
Stop talking, get dressed. Not that one. Won't compliment your complexion. Damn, Eskel. You got an hourglass figure.
And you're an ass. Come on, go. Thing's tight as hell.
Now, I'll do the talking. You two fiddle with the crystals.
Ha
Camille Blood de Doigt. Hocus pocus abracadabra splather.
What is this? Who's that?
So sorry. We were never here.
Guards! More paper, Excellency! No, you oaf! The lodge has come for me!
I trust you have an explanation for this. A very good one. Go to bed. Now.
Alright, so. Shenanigans complete.
Damn. What a dream.
Wasn't a dream, bro.
See, everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Vesemir, learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with the megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause, awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan. And it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit. But I suppose I have to trust you.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body. How did you figure the proportions?
Performed a series of complex calculations. Extrapolated some data. Ran simulations.
Meaning you guessed.
Alright, we'll do some alchemy. Probably not easy to come by some of these ingredients. Probably won't get another opportunity to make this. I don't think I've ever seen another albino Bruxotan, but who knows. I don't think I've seen any Manticores in the game yet. And we did just take down a Forktail, but that was for the quest. That will get another opportunity to get Forktail spinal fluid again. But who knows? Maybe. Also, like in Witcher 3, how alchemy is now decoupled from meditation. Way better this way. Alright, let's go ahead and get a save. Try again.
Potion's ready.
Tools, too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel. Make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
Ready.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly.
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Geralt, next potion. Oisi Finn.
What now?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags? On it.
Right. So, went from being drunk with the boys to cleaning up vomit.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Sounds like standard night and day.
Vomit off the floor.
No, the trial. If that's Ciri in there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
I trust Yen. She knows what she's doing.
Don't doubt that. But do we know what she's doing? She tell you how likely this is to work?
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well.
Geralt, maybe you oughta...
Come now, Eskel. I shan't bite you. Just do it.
Interesting. Yeah, so if you're romancing Yennefer, she prefers Geralt wipe her down. The difference is, in the game, based on your choices are subtle,
Yes.
which is,
Uma's body
it's
is
really well done.
disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. we will use spells.
Hey, Yen, you're dozing off.
No, I'm just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
It's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake. I don't know. Tell me a story.
Ever tell you about the time Dandelion bought me a sword?
Was that in Karak? Just after we...
Decided to take a break, yeah. My swords had disappeared, doesn't matter how. And Dandelion insisted I had to be armed. Decided he'd buy me a weapon. Came to me beaming. The truest Verolidan steel. Good price, too. So good it felt like I was stealing. Naturally, blade shattered first parry I threw.
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery.
Right? Yep.
Never severe. Kaniatad. Novid. Savir. Kowal. Arriva. Endir. No. No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Kowal. Kowal. Kaniatad.
Nevid Sabir, Kowal, Kowal, Kaniatad. Nevid, Arriva, Endir. Geralt, the phylactery, open it. Kaniatad, Taran Anada, Dis.
Great cutscene. It's the frickin' elf.
Havelock?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. In hell. A sage.
Where is Ciri?
The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
The hunt. What's it want from Ciri?
Her blood. Elder blood. To open the gate. We cannot allow this.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren.
Our guide?
In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry. Hurry. I tried to protect her. But the curse... The hunt has not found the Isle as yet. It is a matter of time. They...
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't... No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but...
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before, too many.
toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through, do you understand?
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avallac'h? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
Bring her here.
We'll be waiting for them, swords in hand.
Yes. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
We plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice, besides delaying the inevitable?
Pretty Boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic?
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively.
Yeah, overall, cutscene's very effective. It's outstanding. Great presentation.
And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avallac'h to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
Right. Another level up. So we put points in exclusively to this tree, or this branch, signs branch, I guess. We will get to domination in another 12 levels. Of course, that's not going to happen precisely that way. Been splitting points over here, and still want to get to Whirl. And at some point, Crippling Strikes, right? So we really should take some time to do some exploration, potentially find some more places of power. But work on that a little later. Maybe. Alright, so there are a number of side quests. This is all about side quests at this point. Right, we've already accomplished the Brothers in Arms in Velen. We knocked that out when we did... Hold on. Wrong list. Completed. Ugly Baby, that's what we just completed. So we're looking for the Brothers in Arms quest. Right, Brothers in Arms Felon. We had the side quest with Kara Metz, so that took care of that. Right. Then we have 3 more Brothers in Arms quests. We got to talk to Amir. We need to talk to Dijkstra, Roach, Zoltan. We already have Triss's help. And basically, in order to get them to help, we need to knock out side quests for them, right? Or secondary quests. And the Brothers in Arms Skellige. And that's probably going to take a while, right? Because you got to talk to Crack, whatever. So we have to help out the kids. And we also got to talk to Ermion. I don't know if we actually have to do any side quests for Ermion. I think he may just agree. We've already done side quests for Zoltan and Roach. So most likely... No, there'll probably be more side quests involved. I don't know. And Dijkstra, it seems to me Dijkstra, last time, or when I ran through it before, Dijkstra said no. He wasn't down. But I don't know if you can get him to go anyways. I don't know if that's a possibility. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Novigrad. And Skellige. We are 1 level behind. These are level 22 quests. We're still at 21. Alright, so what did we accomplish so far? Well, we finished up the ugly baby quest. Really good cutscenes there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take a little break and come back to it. Sorry about that. I know, y'all are used to like 3 to 5 hour videos, and we're just about to be at 1 hour, but I need to take a little break. So I will be back. Alright, that'll wrap it up for now. Thank you, Twitch viewers. I appreciate y'all. Dragon Slayer out.